Have you ever felt that the days are passing by like a blur? You wake up. You complete your tasks. You lay your head on the pillow. And looking back, you realize you've lived the same week 1,000 times. Time is your most valuable resource. But the truth is, many are giving it away for free to mental patterns they did not choose. 2026 is here. And the question I ask you is this: are you truly leading your life? Or are you just reacting to what happens to you? Living without intention is like sailing without a rudder. You will arrive somewhere, but it will rarely be where your purpose dwells. This video is not just content. It is a summons to awaken. It is time to take back the reins of your mind and align your journey with the will of the one who created you. If you feel there is something greater reserved for you, but you feel trapped in cycles that lead nowhere, listen closely to every word until the very end. Subscribe to this channel to strengthen your spirit and walk in faith every single day. Leave a like if you are making a covenant with God to live with divine intention and a heart fully awake. Starting today, click the link that I have pinned in the first comment below to join us in a 1-minute prayer and activate the calling that God has placed upon your life for 2026. To begin building this new mindset for 2026, we must look to a manual of ancient wisdom that understands our minds better than any algorithm. In Romans 12, verse 2, the Apostle Paul gives us advice that feels like it was written just this morning. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. Let me explain what this means in practice. Person to person. Do not conform doesn't mean fighting the world. It means refusing to accept the mold that it tries to impose on you. The world is like an ice tray. It wants you to think like everyone else, to feel fear like everyone else, and to consume the same anxieties as everyone else. When you live without intention, you become a mere copy of the system around you. The transformation you seek, peace in your home, prosperity in your work, health in your body, it does not start from the outside in. It begins by changing your mental lens. Imagine you have spent years wearing dirty, scratched glasses. You saw the world as gray, dangerous, and dead-ended. Renewing the mind is like receiving new, clean glasses with God's own prescription. Suddenly, where you once saw a wall, you now see a door. Where you saw scarcity, you now see an opportunity to plant, to be transformed by the renewal of the mind. is a daily exercise of asking, is this thought of defeat mine? Or was it placed within me? If it does not come from peace, it does not come from above. 2026 demands that you stop accepting mental crumbs and start nourishing your mind with eternal truths. There is a proverb that is considered the master key of biblical psychology. In Proverbs 4, verse 23, we read, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." Let me explain this to you, as if we were sitting down for a cup of coffee. Imagine you have a beautiful garden in your backyard, with the rarest flowers and the sweetest fruits. Would you leave the gate wide open for any animal to wander in and destroy it all? Would you let people throw trash over your flowers? Of course not. Well, your heart, which in biblical language refers to your deep mind, your emotions, and your will, is that garden. The problem is, we are often extremely careful with our physical homes, but we leave the door to our inner garden wide open. Guarding your heart means practicing a rigorous curation of what enters your soul. What do you watch before you go to sleep? What kind of conversations do you nourish at work? That person who only pours complaints and negativity into your ear is throwing trash into your garden. And here is the worst part. If you don't clean up that trash, it begins to rot and contaminate your own fruit. When the Bible says that, "From it flow the springs of life," it is warning us that your external reality is a reflection of your internal state. If your spring is polluted with fear, your life will taste like bitterness. But if your spring is clean, filtered by faith and awareness, your life will overflow with peace, even in the middle of chaos. Guarding your heart is not about closing yourself off from the world. It is about selecting what deserves the privilege of living inside of you. Many people enter a new year just hoping things will get better. But hope is not a management strategy. Hope is the anchor, but vision is the map. In Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 2, there is a powerful divine instruction. Write the vision and make it plain on tablets, so that he may run who reads it. Do you know why this instruction is so vital for your mindset? Because a vision that is not written is just a wish, and wishes get lost in the wind of difficulties. When God tells Habakkuk to write the vision clearly, He is teaching us about clarity. Imagine you get into a taxi, and the driver asks, "Where are we going?" If you answer, "Oh, somewhere beautiful," you will drive in circles, waste your money, and probably end up somewhere you didn't want to be. In your purpose for 2026, you must be specific. What does mastering your mindset mean to you? Is it having more patience with your children? Is it having the courage to start that business? Is it having the discipline to care for your body? Which is the temple of the Spirit? Writing the vision takes the dream out of the abstract field of imagination and places it into the concrete field of reality. When you write, you sign a commitment with yourself and with the Creator. You create a point of reference. On the days when exhaustion hits, and it will hit, you look at what you wrote, and you remember why you started. God does not want you to walk blindly. He wants you to have a vision so clear that even if you are running, facing the rush of daily life, you can glance at it and stay on the right path. We are reaching the moment of truth.